What's up, Reefers? Welcome back to another episode of Tank Boys. In this episode, guys, there's so much stuff that we're gonna do. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the office tank, because since the last time we looked at it, there's new fish, there's a lot new livestock. I have a whole bunch of anemones in there, and I do have some corals. Apart from that, if you guys watched one of the episodes a couple weeks back, when I put all the LED lights in the Red Sea 350, I kind of am going to do the same thing to the office tank, but with a twist. So there's a couple reefers that have done this. I believe Bahama Llama did his own version of this. Eat Sleep Reef also did something like this, which is where they take the back vinyl off, and then the LEDs will come right through it, which is going to be super, super awesome. So, quick little side note. I did have to replace the LEDs on the Red Sea 350. They were cheap LEDs, and for some reason, one day I went to turn them on, and they weren't working, right? So I won a gift card at work for Amazon, and I pretty much bought these. So these are a little better, and it came with enough LED strips that I had enough to do this one, and a whole bunch left to do the Red Sea 170 in the office. So guys, let's take a look at the tank first, and then let's get started. All right, Reefers, so here we have the Red Sea 170. This is in my work office at home, so I get to see this tank all the time. So since you guys last saw this tank, and I'm gonna hit it with blue so you guys can see it, I have added some new stuff. So, of course, there we have my maroon clownfish. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen a couple clips of him. This guy started hosting the anemone almost instantly. So that's a really big bubble tip, rainbow bubble tip anemone. On the top, I did have another one of my bubble tips split, so there's one of the babies. And then the big, I guess, mama that it came from is right over here. So even with the whites on, you can see so much green, and wait till you see it with the blue lights. Now there we have the Black Widow. So this guy's pretty massive. Once I hit it with the blues, you'll kind of see what it looks like. And I might have some clips of it with no flow. It's pretty impressive. Now, regarding livestock, I do have my maroon clownfish, which he's doing fantastic. He loves it here. And the reason I decided to go with this guy versus Zach and Kelly, the two regular clownfish, is because the two clowns together, they were becoming overly aggressive, and I literally couldn't even put my hand in the tank without them trying to come and pretty much bite me. So it's not that he's not aggressive, but if you're not near him, he really doesn't want to leave that an enemy. Now, of course, we still have the blue spotted jawfish. Guys, if you guys take a quick peek at our logo, you'll see that he's in our logo. You know, he's one of my favorite fish. Now, the key to having him is feeding every day, heavy feeding, because he does have a fast metabolism. Also, keeping a lid on your tank. And the reason I recommend keeping a lid on your tank is because he is a jumper. So I have had this fish in the past where he has jumped. So make sure you have a lid because they do unfortunately like to jump. Now, apart from that, if you guys notice, this sand bed is squeaky clean. What's been keeping the sand bed spotless and white is a diamond goby. So every day I do have to come in here. I do have this stick, which is honestly one of my favorite tools that I use to kind of clean up the sand bed and fix it, because he does kind of mess it up and leave bald patches, but it's spotless. So there's the yellow damsel. Believe it or not, guys, that's a Petco fish. I walked into Petco to, I think it was to get some carbon or some filter floss, and I saw this yellow damsel, and I've never seen a yellow damsel up until now. Now I think they're more common, but when I saw them, I hadn't seen them in a while. Whoop! Did you guys get that? That was I believe they call it a magnificent fox face. I got him at one of my LFS. When I got him, my whole tank was full of algae. And if you guys can see, he's done a pretty good job at eliminating most of the nuisance hair algae. So he's gonna be in here for a while. I might rehome him if I feel like he's getting too big. But honestly, he's a stunning fish, super docile. Hasn't given me any trouble, and to be frank with you, all he does is clean the sand, the rocks. So pretty stoked about that. So let's do this. Let's get a better look at him real quick. Yeah, super unique. And all he does is pick at the wall. You see him there picking at the wall. So let's turn the lights blue so we get a good glimpse of the anemones, and then we're gonna peel the back off and get this started. All right, Reefer, so here we have the tank with all the blues. I love how these anemones pop. So let's take a look at this little guy down here. Look at all the green on that. Let's get a focus on that. So we do got some zinnias. Those are hitchhikers. So that's one of the bubble tips. There. That's one of the babies. This guy, honestly, I thought that one didn't make it, but apparently it did. That's a smaller one, if you can see in relation to the tank. This guy, when he gets less flow, believe it or not, he bubbles up real nicely. But these all are looking good. That's the Black Widow. Yeah, that's a good looking one. Usually when he's opened up, the inside of him is a dark kind of purple. I'll put a picture of it next to it so you can kind of get a glimpse. Alright, so let's talk about some of the other coral that I have in here. So these zoanthids, let's see if I can get a better shot. Whoop. Alright guys, so those zoas are one of my favorites. These are, I believe, seductions. This colony was closed for the longest. I thought I had lost it. And I put it in here, and it could have been that in the other tank in the 350, I just didn't have it in the right place, or something just didn't make them happy. But look how open they are and super happy, and we even have babies. So, super stoked about that. But guys, what I'm even more stoked about is what we're gonna do next, which is take the sidings off. Oh, let's focus. Yeah, take the sidings off and put the lights on. And then this is really gonna look unique. All right guys, so I'm gonna use this type of blade, okay? And the goal is to trim right on the side of the overflow and take that vinyl part out, okay? And I'm also gonna do the same on this side, so let's hope that will fit back here. And I can do this smoothly.
What do you think the resale value is gonna be if you do that?
I don't know. That's a funny question. Now this is something that I guess you'd want to do before you set your tank up, but I didn't know I was gonna do this until now. Now, is this line straight? I hope it is. Actually, you won't know until I pull it. So this is a tight fit back here. All right, super easy, guys. Check that out. Look at that. Super easy. Now let's see. Oh, okay, so I gotta get a cleaner cut. There we go. Okay, so it's coming off. Let's see if the rest of it came off pretty clean. Oh. Now you're gonna have to put a little muscle into this. Oh, jeez. This ain't for the weak. This is not for the weak. Okay. So far, I don't know. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good to me. So let's keep peeling this off. And remember, we're gonna have LED lights in the back, so that's really gonna illuminate this tank. Okay, so this is becoming somewhat tedious now. But I'm surprised how easily it came off. Oh no, now it's doing the little pieces. There we go. Come on, come on. So when I saw this being done the first time, I was like, man, I don't know about that. But to be frank with you, I think it looks really good. It's a different look that in reefing right now, a lot of people are not doing. I'm still pulling. But this is on there really good. Oh, shoot. Almost done. Okay, 99% done on that side. That looks stunning. That looks really good. Almost done. Whew, that is a good looking, that looks good. Not gonna lie, I was worried at first, but I ain't worried no more, baby. Okay, so I gotta cut up, I gotta cut a little bit more. Cut, my pants are ringing. First side's done, let's take a look at how that looks. It looks so good, super clean. I still have to clean the glass, but now let's do the second part. Same exact thing, I'm not left-handed, so let's hope this. Oh wait, I have to move the power head. I have to move my the power head. Because that is kind of super incognito. There. Alright, we'll put it right there for the time being. Okay, great. It came out immaculate. So what I'm gonna do now, that looks so good. I'm gonna cut the back, I'm gonna clean the glass because it is a little dirty, and then we're gonna put the LED strips. Guys, I'm super stoked about this. I think it looks so much better than I thought, and it looks so much bigger.
It does.
So. So here we have the lights. So it came with two of these. So we have that. I don't know what these are, but I don't need them. Extra remote. Now on the original set of lights, it does come with an app. So I'm gonna try to see if it'll work with the app. If not, it does work with the remote just as easily.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah, you're right, it might work. So these are adhesive strips. So you just peel it and the whole thing comes off. So this should be fairly seamless. However, I don't know if I want to use all of them because this is a lot of LEDs.
Can you cut it?
Let's see. I believe you can. How to reconnect. Let's see. Setting up. I mean, I'm sure you can cut it. It's just a matter of figuring out where. No. All right, guys. So we're gonna figure this out.
Oh, right there it shows. If you're gonna cut there. It shows right there a little scissor.
Okay.
Let's see if you can zoom in.
That is scissors.
That is a little scissor.
All right, guys. So I just plugged it in just to test it, and it does look good. So, we're gonna start putting this together, and next time you see this, the lights are gonna be on. Alright, Reefers, so I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Zoa Tank Boys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Till next time, Zoa Tank Boys out!